felt I really wanted to use the full depth of the theater, which isn't often employed because it's so unbelievably deep. And I had this idea of this kind of carousel, that there might be a fluidity to the staging of the piece that would be able to employ the entire stage itself.
When I read the script the first time, I thought, oh my God, it's a movie. It's a lot of little tight two-person scenes set against a kind of an epic backdrop. And the set compositionally tries to solve that on stage. When you watch a 2-minute scene and you go into another 2-minute scene, you can't have a 1-minute scene change in between those two, or it would destroy the pace of the play. So the scene changes all had to be as instantaneous as they could be. All throughout the process, that was kind of the big challenge, is how do you keep the spaces in physical proximity to each other and keep the story moving along.
We were introduced to the set the way most actors are introduced, with a model. So we got, you know, a little picture of kind of like, oh, this is what it is, and it'll move like this, and that's all we knew.
When we got up on the stage and we saw it for the first time, it was overwhelming, to the point of being terrifying, really.
Then you add on top of it the spinning top of a set that I have to climb and figure out, where am I going? And what's next? How do I not run into something, which I have almost run into that set multiple times.
I have so many fast changes, as many of us do. It took me a few days to figure out where the audience was after a while, which was stage right and left, where I was going to enter from, who I was playing, how I was going to get there fast enough to make my entrance.
I always have kind of thought of the set as an homage to New York, and New York City as a metaphor for kind of life in the theater. One of the things that I love about New York is the way parts of the city are old, parts are new, but it's constantly rebuilding itself, and new things piled on top of old things, and everything jammed in against itself. It feels very much like the kind of crazy energy of life in the theater, where you've got this piled against that, and you never know what's coming next. We wanted to create a world. We wanted to create a sense of this big world that he's conquering. The Broadway moment at the end of the first act is one of my favorite. And I kept thinking, we've got to do something great here. And it worked better than I ever could have imagined. The first time we tried it in the theater and turned the lights on and sort of had those signs come floating in, it sort of stunned everybody.
Moss Hart's world is spinning, and he has to keep on it, or it's gonna go away. So my job every night is really informed by the design. I have to keep going up and down those stairs, as Moss Hart did.
It has energy, and it gives energy. As it turns and as you're moving through it and up and down, it's sort of radiating this energy into you, and it feeds all of us.